Do you feel you are missing important update from Embassy about COVID-19 and its impact on visa, and you are unclear about the information coming from various sources? Don't worry, here is the exclusive update from IRCC for international students. Hello everyone, it's me Raghima, Education Manager at CanApprove, and welcome to our channel. As we all know, the world is dealing with a rapidly evolving COVID-19 pandemic, and it has had a significant impact on international students and Canadian institutions. Considering all these facts, IRCC and Canadian institutions came up with some changes to support the international students. Today, I would like to talk about those updates received from IRCC and Canadian institutions. Talking about the Canadian institutions, they have given lots of flexibility to international students in terms of admission. Now they are offering conditional admit, deferment option is possible, tuition fee payment extension, application fee waiver, etc. As we all know, fall intake is getting approached, and the most updated information about fall intake is it will be offered through online. That means now you can pursue your online studies while ensuring everyone's safety. Even if it is offered through online, you should have your study permit approval to begin your online studies, to register for your online class. So what are the basic documents required for online application, visa study permit application? A complete study permit application should include LOA from a DLR institutions, your passport, your biometric, your medical, English proficiency, proof of fund, PCC, etc. So is it possible to arrange all these documents during this time? Not really, because due to the continuous lockdown imposed by government, students are facing difficulty to arrange all these documents, especially biometric, medical and PCC. So is it possible to apply for your study permit with these incomplete documents? Yes, it is possible now. So that is the latest update from IRCC I want to discuss today. IRCC introduced 2 stages of approval process to support the student who want to begin their online studies for this fall intake but can't submit the complete set documents. Stage number 1, AIP. Stage number 2, final set of approval, final approval. What is AIP? It's nothing but approval in principle, which is basically for student who is lacking the documents but they want to initiate their study permit application for this fall intake to initiate their online class. That means you can submit the incomplete documents in IRCC portal and you can send a request for your AIP, which will allow you to begin your online studies. It doesn't mean that you are eligible to travel to Canada. That is a final approval. To apply for your final study permit approval, you should gather all the pending documents once all the services begin to reopen, and then you can apply for the final study permit, which will allow you to travel to Canada and attend the remaining classes over there. Now, if you don't want to initiate your online studies for this fall intake, no need to bother about this AIP, 2 stages of approval, nothing. You can directly defer your admission to the next intake, that is winter 21 intake, and you can apply for your final study permit approval direct. I'll explain this again. So if you want to begin your online class for this fall intake, get your AIP first, followed by you can arrange the pending documents and then apply for the final study permit. Then you can travel to Canada, attend the remaining classes over there. Student who submitted their complete set application and waiting for the update, Embassy will prioritize those applications so that their permits are processed as quickly as possible. So that's all about the visa process. I would like to clarify some questions that I'm facing from my students regarding PSWP, refund policy, deferment option and travel exemptions. And some students, they want to know my suggestion regarding starting the online class for this fall intake. Talking about this PSWP option, we all know Canada is offering a very good stay back option for international students. So even if you're attending your online class from India or your home country, you are still eligible to get your PSWP. So you should basically meet 2 conditions to get your PSWP. Condition number 1, you should have a valid valid study permit approval. Condition number 2, 50% courses must be completed in Canada. That means if you are attending 10%, 20% class from India, doesn't matter. If you're able to attend 50% courses in Canada, that means you're eligible to get your post-study work permit option. Talking about the refund option, see, considering the current situation, institutions are ready to give the refund in case if you're not able to travel to Canada or if you get a visa rejection. So they are ready to give the refund now. About travel restrictions, yes, students who receive their visa before March 18, they are exempt from the travel restrictions. That means they can travel now based on the flight availability. But they should plan themselves into quarantine for 14 days. Talking about the deferment, yes, you can defer your admission to the next intake if you are not able to, arrange the fund for this intake, or if you are not interested to initiate your online class through online, or if you are holding a 1-year offer letter for this fall intake, I do recommend to defer it to the next intake, because there is no guarantee whether you will be able to travel to this Jan intake. In case if you miss to travel, then you may, it will affect your post-study work permit option. If you are holding a 2-year offer letter for this fall intake, I definitely recommend to begin your online study by this fall intake itself, because you have enough time to travel to Canada and attend the remaining 50% class over there. In case if you miss to travel by this Jan, you can plan it for May intake. Students who want to defer the admission to the next intake, please pay your initial deposit towards the college, because otherwise there is no guarantee whether you will get the deferment or not. Because after a lengthy process, you all secured the offer letter. Please don't waste your offer letter. Before winding up the session, I want to highlight one important point, that is your AIP doesn't guarantee your final study permit approval. It is still possible to get a negative decision from embassy. So you should meet the immigration requirement to get your final approval. I strongly recommend to connect our education expert team CanApprove to check whether you are meeting up the immigration requirement or not. So they can guide you through all your queries, and please utilize our virtual service. That's all about today's session. Hope you cleared what I discussed today. If you have any queries, please do write to me, or you can drop your questions in the below comment box. Maybe I can plan my next video based on your questions. And here is our website details to get latest update. I know we are all going through such a tough situation now, but one thing we should realize, that the situation is for temporary. So all the very best to my dear students. Stay safe and healthy. Stay tuned for my next video, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.